Hello, Dino here again, and welcome to advanced benefit number 19, and that is duplication of a real growing hairline. So, hair stranding through InvisaBlend developed a way of duplicating a real natural hairline. And here's how. It's broken down into little baby steps. It's broken down into studying a real growing hairline and studying every little element about that and then emulating each element. So here's number one, and that is follow a natural hairline. Natural hairlines are never straight. They usually peak in and then come back down. So a natural hairline has to be blended in a very uneven way because hairlines are uneven. And depending on each individual's unevenness of their hairline, we will duplicate that hairline. So example, if somebody has a widow's peak, we're going to duplicate the widow's peak. If somebody has a widow's peak and then it goes straight and then it dips in, we're going to follow that exact hairline. If you follow the natural flow of the hairline, you're then duplicating the growth of the hairline. Okay, that's number one. Number two, which should be done, you should always put different color shadings in. Even if your hair is black, you always want to put a slightly different color mixed into the hairline. Because technically, hairlines have a lightness to it that you can see into the hairline a little bit. They're not very blunt. First of all, they're not straight, and they're not blunt with a strong starting point. Conversely, what they really are is opposite of that. What they are is you can see into them, and some of the hairs lighten up in the front hairline. So with InvisaBlend or hair stranding through InvisaBlend, we put slightly different color shadings ever so subtly throughout that hairline. And that combined with an uneven hairline makes a very natural hairline. Next, number three, what we do is we put different hair lengths mixed in. Even if your hair length is all one hair length, we want to mix different hair lengths. Because in a real growing hairline, no one has every hair growing out of their hairline that's the exact same hair length. And the reason is because hair is always shedding and regrowing. So you're always having a shorter hair and a little longer hair and a little longer. That's how real hair grows out of the hairline. We want to duplicate that step also. So we put different hair lengths throughout the hairline. Now, when you combine that, different hair lengths throughout the hairline, different shadings ever so subtly, and an uneven hairline, you're emulating the natural way a real hairline grows out of the scalp, okay? So we follow those steps, and we're able to follow those steps because of the invention of the microstrand, because we're putting one hair at a time on this. When you're adding one hair at a time, it enables you to do different things like that. It enables you to add different shadings in because you're adding one hair at a time. You could put 5 of your color, another 2 of a slightly different color in there because you're adding one hair at a time. Same thing with hair length. We could add different hair lengths in through the hairline, okay? And same thing with creating a natural hairline. There's in reference to uneven hairline, okay? So now there's 2 ways of doing this. If you have existing hair, we will blend the open microstrand in between your existing hair, and this can be cut to trace the exact hairline. And that's number one if you're adding hair in an area where you still have some hair. Next, if you have no hair in that hairline, the millimeter opening becomes an M1. This is an M1 only for a completely bald hairline. And on an M1, we still follow these same 3 principles. We add hair uneven because this enables us to make an uneven hairline, the M1 microstrand. We add different shadings in, and we add different lengths in also, okay? So combining that 3 together duplicates a natural hairline. So point is, in summary, we can duplicate a natural hairline whether we're adding hair in a completely bald area or whether we're adding hair in a thin area. Okay, so please keep that in mind. And stay tuned for advanced benefit number 20, and that is age appropriate. I'm going to explain how hair stranding through InvisaBlend is done in a way to coordinate with your age. So we make hair or we add hair in a way that's appropriate to your age. Okay, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.